And welcome to day 11. All right, we're back at it talking about some things I like around planning, okay, around time blocking, ultimately trying to maximize your productivity. All right, so we're here day 11. You're showing up, you're making progress, right? And I want to put some awareness around something. I hope this isn't your first video you're watching, but if you are, we're here running a 30-day challenge, right? We're just getting into the second third of this challenge. So, if anything, start over, right? Even though if you're not starting on January 1st, go back to the welcome video, go back to day 1 and kick this challenge off with us. But for those of you that have showed up all 11 days, right? All 11 days so far, I want you to look at my channel right now. I want you to look at the video and I want you to go to the bottom and look at those views, right? In the beginning, you see a lot of views, right? Not a ton, right? Not thousands, right? Brand new channel, but you see 25, maybe 30, who knows? Maybe more people have clicked on it by now. Maybe there's 40, right? So as you go on with the days, what do you notice? Those numbers lower and lower and lower and lower, but not for you. Not for you because you're showing up consistently. Okay? This is the difference. This is the difference. Most people, right, are starting the challenges in their life. Not just my challenge. They're starting the health challenges. They're starting the business challenges and they're breaking down. Right? They're not able to stay consistent. Stay with me. Stick with me on this. Make it to day 30. Prove yourself right. Okay, let's make it here. Let's make the most of this video. So, quote of the day: control your time or it will control you. If you do not schedule your day, somebody else will schedule it for you. What I mean by that is people are going to give you demands. People are going to tell you where to spend your time. Friends and family are going to ask for help. Friends and family are going to invite you out. And you're going to have no reason to say no because you don't have a schedule you follow. You don't have priorities. You don't have goals, right? You're not aligned with everything that you want to accomplish and achieve. So what we're going to talk about is time blocking. All right. Time blocking is an awesome, awesome thing for you to be able to create your schedule, but most importantly, be able to prioritize your day. Now, I talked about this briefly in one of the planning videos inside of this challenge. Time blocking is a mixture of creating your schedule and creating blocks within your day, right? So for example, I believe I mentioned this on the last one, as for me, I have a time block of 7 to 9, right? 7 to 9, I call those my deep work hours. That is time where I am working on building the business, right? So I'm working on the business, right? I'm not in the business. I'm not answering messages. I'm not responding back to people. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm working on new courses, new challenges, making the program better, maybe working, new planners or new, content ideas, whatever it might be that's going to help me grow as a person, as a business owner, but also be able to create the most value for my clients and for my members. Okay, so that is my chunk there. Okay, for us, right, the idea there is being able to identify priorities, right? We want to be able to list and prioritize our most important tasks. The reason that I do that work between 7 and 9 is because most people are sleeping that time, right? So nobody's calling me, nobody's texting me. I don't have calls that time. So I'm able to be focused. I'm able to be locked in, right? So when we're able to understand our important tasks, now we're able to allocate those high priority tasks into our day, right? Ultimately being able to assign these tasks to specific time blocks. So what you guys can maybe do is if your high priority task is maybe, working on a presentation, maybe it's you building out this webinar for your business or a project that you're working on for your boss, whatever it might be, right? We're able to see, hey, this is something that's urgent. This is something that's important. It's a high priority. I'm going to put this on in the beginning of my day. It's right before I get into meetings. It's right before my, boss starts reaching out to me with today's task, whatever it might be. So you do it in the morning. This way you can really focus up. All right. So one thing that I do want to emphasize, because you're going to have a few time blocks within your day, right? You might have an hour time block. You might have a 2-hour time block. You might have 30-minute time blocks, right? Maybe you have 30-minute time blocks for just rapid tasks, right? We talked about the 2-minute rule, things that are just quick, easy, answering emails, responding to messages, taking out your office trash, and I don't know, right? But one thing that we need to emphasize is that, well, two things. One, it's important to limit each block to a single task. And two, it's important to make sure that we schedule breaks. Okay. So what I mean by that is we're not going to time block our day, right? And just focus on 40 different things. We want to make sure that we're either focused on one specific task or some sort of theme, per time block. Okay, so if you're creating content, like, yeah, you might finish up a post, but the rest of that time, we don't want it to be emails, right? We want to stay in our creative flow. So maybe you're creating content. When you're done with that, you're creating a presentation. When you're done with that, you're creating, right? We're staying in a creative flow. Okay, because we want to stay again on theme within our blocks. Because if we don't stay within, our theme, then those time blocks are not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to maximize them. We're also going to find ourselves bouncing around. Right? There's not going to be any themes to our day or a theme to our productivity. We want to be able to enhance our focus, enhance our productivity. So being able to stick to that theme is going to allow us to really be able to focus up on those things. All right. Now, the other thing that I mentioned is scheduling breaks within our time blocks. So for me, right, if I'm working those 2 hour time block, right? So for me, 7 to 9 a.m. Now, for me, at 7:55, I might jump off, might go fill up my water, might go to the bathroom, might go pet my dog for 10 minutes, right? It's giving me kind of a break, right? Step away and be able to come back in focused, right? A lot of times people feel like they can't take breaks. Again, we're not stepping away for 4 hours. We're not stepping away for 5 hours. We're not going on our phone getting distracted. You're stepping away, clear your mind, reset. This way, when you come back at the top of the hour, we're able to refocus on the next task at hand. Okay, we're able to refocus on the next set of time blocks. All right, we're able to come back intentional and be able to show up there. So one thing I like recommending is at least at the top of every hour, right? Give yourself kind of that 5 minute break. So work for 55 minutes, take a 5-10 minute break. If you work for a half hour and that's your only block there, right before you get into the next block, a 2 minute break, a 5 minute break, right? Do some push-ups, do some, go get water. For me, sometimes if I'm really busy, I'll only fill up my water halfway so that it makes me, one, drink it, but two, the more I drink it, the more I'm gonna have to go fill it up, right? It forces me to take those breaks instead of just staying at my computer all day. And now I'm gonna drink water to stay hydrated. Welcome back from the commercial break. Hope you're hydrated. Okay, so again, control your time or it will control you. If we don't know our goals, if we don't know our priorities, right? If we don't know what the heck we're working on in our career or our business, then where's our time going to go? It's going to go to our phone. It's going to go to staring off at a wall. We need to know our priorities so that when I sit down, I'm like, boom, I'm locked in. I already know what I'm creating in this video. I already have everything mapped out. Okay, so those blocks are going to be able to help you focus. Those blocks are going to help you really be able to make the most out of your time, right? And you're going to see, you're going to have health blocks within your schedule. You're going to have business blocks within your schedule. You're going to have family blocks within your schedule, okay? That's going to be time, maybe having dinner, maybe having lunch, maybe going out on a date on Thursday night. Maybe it's going to hang out with, friends on Friday after work, whatever it might be, right? But we're creating blocks not just for work, right? But all areas of our life. Okay, so it's important for me to mention that. Now, reflection question of the day. How can you implement time blocking into your daily schedule? Right? So a great start for this, as we start to talk about habits, as we start to talk about routine, a great way, I talked about this in the last video, right? Being able to reduce stress, right? By being able to wake up 15, 30 minutes earlier. Maybe you have a time block before your workday starts for your morning routine, also called for you. Okay, so if we can have that time block for you, right, in the morning, what does that look like? Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? Right? What are you doing in there? Are you going to work out? Are you just waking up, making a coffee, writing in your journal? Are you just waking up, watching, your favorite show before you start the workday to have a more positive, like, what are you doing? Right? It's you, 2020, 2024. I don't know why I just did that. It was almost like I was a DJ out of style, right? 2024, we go all in on you. You are the most important person this year. Don't worry, it's not selfish. We're not saying you're hanging out or helping out other people, but we are focused on you, your mind, your body, your business, your career, your relationships, because if we focus on that, everything else is going to get better, right? Everything else is going to get better. Stay locked in, stay dialed in, keep growing. Great job showing up. You should be proud.